Hello Superset maniacs and welcome back to my channel. After the positive response to Ronnie Coleman on the 2023 Mr. Olympia stage, I'm here to spice things up with another thrilling comparison. This time, let's transport Dorian Yates, the legendary 6-time Mr. Olympia champion, from 1993 to the 2023 Mr. Olympia stage. 30 years apart, and Dorian Yates is still a powerhouse in comparison to any era. He is not called the original mass master for nothing. Dorian, known for his unparalleled conditioning, steps into the ring with today's modern bodybuilders, showcasing a physique that dominated in his era. He left no chance to his opposition during his heyday, but how would the shadow fare against the giants of today? Let's break it down pose by pose. Front double biceps. Dorian, the master of conditioning, would undoubtedly bring a shredded package to the stage. However, the modern bodybuilders with their fuller physiques might overshadow him, no pun intended. The battle in this pose is tough, with Lunsford taking the lead, showcasing a fuller and more rounded look. The standards have changed, not saying that for the good or for the better, but obviously today's bodybuilders traded some of that dryness for a bit more fullness. This pose was never one of Dorian's dominating poses, judging by the power of his arms and his overall look in this pose. He might even get in last place against these guys. But don't worry, he is not called a master of the mandatories for nothing, as we can see next. Front lat spread. Dorian's lats were a trademark feature, and in this pose he would shine. His width and conditioning would secure him a victory, reminding us why he was known for having the best front lat spread pose of all time. Now, as far as overall width is concerned, all three of these guys look top notch, especially Hadi, but Dorian takes it to another level, not only with width but with the most impressive lat development, especially from the front, as we can see here. So yes, I believe Dorian wins this pose against the 2023 first call out. Side chest pose. The evolution of bodybuilding has seen an emphasis on fullness, and in this pose Dorian might find himself at a disadvantage. The modern bodybuilders with their rounder and fuller chests might push him to the back in this pose. We don't have a full body photo in this, maybe his incredible calves would have helped him a bit here, but regardless, I still believe he would land in last place in this pose against this opposition. Back double biceps. Dorian owned the back poses in his era, and in the 2023 Olympia he would maintain his dominance. The conditioning that defined his reign would set him apart, although Lunsford might give him a run for his money with a fuller appearance. Anyway, regardless of the era, Dorian still has, in my opinion, the best back development of all time. He may be a bit less full than the other guys, but he is drier, harder, and his back looks carved out of hard stone. Couple all this with some of the best calves of all time makes this a well-rounded pose overall, and despite Derek pushing him to the max, I still believe Dorian has this pose overall. Back lat spread. The wide sweeping lats of Dorian Yates would command attention, securing him another victory in this pose as well. The modern competitors might struggle to match the sheer width and detail he brings to the stage in this pose. Hadi looks pretty good, he's nice and full, but Dorian's back is just on another level. If in terms of width and shape they're pretty even, what makes Dorian special again is his dryness and hardness. Side triceps. Dorian, with his sharp lines and conditioning, would once again triumph in the side triceps pose as well. His arms and conditioning would outshine the competition, placing him firmly at the top in my opinion. He pioneered this execution, showcasing his amazing calves. In this lineup, he actually may have the best triceps. Despite not being known for having great arms, his triceps in the side triceps have always looked world class. Abs and thighs. This pose would be a close call, with Dorian showcasing his trademark conditioning again. However, the competition from Hadi and Derek might edge him out slightly, especially Hadi. Now Dorian's legs are not as big as in the beginning of the 90s. The legs were still not on the level of today's size-wise, but he compensates with details and muscle separation, and boy oh boy, what a teardrop he has. In my opinion, Dorian would fight for second place in this pose with Derek and Samson, as I believe Hadi is on another level. Most muscular pose, Dorian's dense and conditioned physique would still impress, but the emphasis on fullness might work against him in this pose. He would likely find himself at the back in the most muscular pose, which was never one of his power poses. His lacking arms and shoulders are faded, just like in the side chest pose. In conclusion, Dorian Yates' iconic physique from 1993 would still hold its own on the 2023 Mr. Olympia stage, especially in poses that highlight his conditioning and width. Maybe because of today's standard, he won't necessarily win. In my opinion, I believe he would still be in conversation of winning the Mr. Olympia with his 1993 physique. If we take into consideration the fact that if competing today he would have adapted to the standards, he would undoubtedly be the best bodybuilder on stage in the world today. Like this video to show appreciation for this work, share your thoughts in the comment section below, and subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time.